This episode is sponsored by Cashapp.
Thank you for breaking that all the way down, because that actually brings me to my next question, which is about self-sovereignty. Like, how do you define self-sovereignty?
Oh man, the ability to take care of yourself no matter what. Freedom, real true freedom. And with self-sovereignty, the root of it is your money. That's why Bitcoin is the root of the issue. However, I don't just stick with Bitcoin and nothing else, with self-sovereignty. I also have a dedicated water source that I'm developing, spring water. I also just bought a farm recently to grow my own food. I'm also learning. I actually about to take electrician and plumber classes so that I can fix all the things that are in the house without having to call someone else. Because being self-sovereign means you can do everything yourself. Help is fine, but if it comes down to it, you have the means to take care of yourself. And I think more people should strive for that because, in my opinion, when people talk about community, community is only as good as its individuals. If
Yep.
you individually suck, then you can't say I want the rest of y'all to be strong so we can be strong together. No, you yourself. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. I think that's why a lot of black people get misconstrued when you talk about a strong black community. Really, what I'm saying when I say that is strong black individuals make up a strong black community. Not all of us get together and the ones of us who actually did the work give it away to everybody else who just wants to lollygag. No, no, no. Self sovereignty means you yourself. What can you do personally? And I think most people they go for low hanging fruit when they're like, oh, the federal government and the Federal Reserve, blah blah, when they haven't dealt with their local stuff
Right.
first. Like self sovereignty is pretty easy if you think about it this way. 80% of most people's life is spent within 5 miles of their home. So
Right.
if you can get your 5 mile radius in order, your schools, your roads, your politicians, yourself, your house, your neighbors, your life can be relatively good. I think that's very important. I think Bitcoin is the root, and owning your money is very important. First time in US history that you can own your own, first time maybe in world history that money and the state has separated. There is nobody that controls it in a digital form. We did have greenbacks, we had other currencies in the past, but they had to be issued by somebody, right? That day is gone. Now we have digital sovereignty.
This programmable money, right? And like, one of the things that you say in your book as well that I absolutely love is that the global financial system is changing and the digital revolution will not be televised. Oh wait, yeah, will not be televised, but we'll make sure that you see it on YouTube, because that's what we're streaming this show. So Isaiah, okay, let's get back at it. How can cryptocurrency improve economic development in the black community worldwide, especially since we know that Nigeria has the second largest Bitcoin market outside of the US?
Yes. So first things first, Bitcoin gives you ownership. You own your money. You are self-sovereign. You can protect yourself. You can keep that for your family. The second thing is because Bitcoin is programmable money, it is programmed that Bitcoin will succeed as fiat currency fails. So I'm not telling anybody that Bitcoin is going to go to a million tomorrow. What I'm saying is the value of Bitcoin grows as the value of fiat currency dies. And
Right.
because every single fiat currency
Fiat
that's ever
currency being US dollars,
US
euros,
dollar, the
yens, etc.
ruble, euro. Yep. Every fiat currency in the history of the world has failed. Every single one. So basically, you're taking an open book test. You know what's going to happen. You just need the answer to it, which is Bitcoin. So that's the second thing. You need to have an answer to what's going to happen anyway, right? The third thing is, I would say, is outside of ownership, outside of the fact that you need to have a plan, plan B. The third thing is generational wealth. How can that affect our community? It's Bitcoin is sort of going to be like don't sell grandma's house. You know how everybody has, grandma has an old house and that was the pillar of the community and you basically pass it down through the years. That's what
That's
Bitcoin
what
is going to
soul
be.
food.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's that's essentially it's such a valuable asset. That's what Bitcoin is going to become. Don't sell grandpa's Bitcoin. Don't sell, or don't get rid of grandpa's Bitcoin simply because as a valuable asset building generational wealth, you have to have a cornerstone. You have to have a foundation to build off of that is actually profitable over time. Housing market could go away because those are artificial prices that they could drop and go up based on other people's stuff. The value of Bitcoin just can't be stated. You can't even, it's priceless really. So you have to do those things in order to create generational wealth. And this is how you get started. And of course, buying it and holding it, it's not sexy. It's not crypto, Lambos, pie in the sky. You're going to be a millionaire tomorrow, but it works. That's it. It's literally buy Bitcoin and wait and protect it. That's pretty much it.
You know, Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy and a Bitcoin bull, he said something that I thought was so profound and so simple. He said, if your investment underperformed the S&P 500, you diluted your wealth. If your investment underperformed Bitcoin, you diluted your opportunity. Hold that. If folks want to get involved, right? Like, where should they start? What do you recommend? What steps they take to get started?
Okay, so to get started, 3 steps: buy it, earn it, store it. Right. So first thing first, buy it. Have some skin in the game. You can go to Cash App right now. You can buy $1 worth.
Boom, Cash App makes it the simplest.
Simplest. That is the simplest. $1. Get some skin in the game. Look at how the price changes. Send it to yourself. Send it to someone else. Buy it. Get some skin in the game. Second thing is earn it. You can use sites such as Cash App, where when you buy goods with your card, you earn Bitcoin rewards back. When you use their cash card, anything you buy, you get cash back based on the store. So Whole Foods, Lululemon, it's a few other ones. You get cash back rewards. The thing is, those cash back rewards are given to you in Bitcoin, if you so choose. Now, if you've seen the progression of Bitcoin versus the progression of cash, if you get $50 in rewards today, it's going to be $50 in rewards next year. Get $50 in rewards in Bitcoin, it's going to be much more next year. It's one of those things where if people find out a lot of the things that I know and that most people who are experts know, there is no disagreement. They're just like, well, how do I do it? And that's the last step. You have to store it long term. You have to learn, for one, get a wallet. Your cold wallet should be a Trezor, Trezor, or a cold card wallet. These are all ways to take your Bitcoin and to store it in a safe place, right? All cold wallet means is that it's not connected to the internet, meaning
Right.
nobody can hack it. That's all that means. Nobody can steal your money. It's safe. It's like a locked deposit box. So that's what I would say. Those are 3 things to get started: buy it, earn it, store it. And for those people who think that this is a very hard process, again, this is a process you can automate. You can literally automate. When you use your card, you're getting Bitcoin rewards back. You can dollar cost average for buying it, and then storing it. Every time you buy it, you can just send it to your cold wallet, and that's it. Like, we're talking about 5 minutes of your day. We're not saying change your whole life. We're not saying you have to become a Bitcoin guru or learn how to code smart contracts. You don't have to do all that. It's just like the internet. Nobody who's watching this can probably describe layer 2 protocols as far as the internet, but you know how Wi-Fi works, right? That's it. You know how to log on, you know how to do it. That's all that matters in this space. Know how to win and do those 3 steps to get started.
Get this book, Bitcoin in Black America, because let me tell you something, okay? I was reading this, and no, but for real, I think that what you've done in this book has really simplified crypto in a way that makes it accessible and very actionable, Isaiah. I want to commend you because in reading it, I felt as though, and I obviously have been studying and been in the space for a bit, but in reading it, I felt like, gosh, this is a 101. Like, you're really teaching people so many interesting aspects. And also, too, you're about to release Bitcoin in Black America, I think version 2, where you even talk about the, what happens in the case of a divorce, for instance. Like, how do you ensure that you're protecting this new asset? And so when can we expect that to be released?
Yes, so it is available for pre-order right now. It
Okay.
should be released next month. I mean, the message is for everybody. The problem is there are specific things related to the Black community that I had to address. It's just I'm tired of the people of color, Black, Indigenous people of color, whatever word you want to use. Black people, man. Why is it so hard? Just say Black people. And
What parting words of wisdom do you want to leave folks with, Isaiah? You've been so generous with your time. I had so much fun talking to you. I hope everybody who's watching this is just sending Isaiah so much love for all of the gems he dropped. But to wrap it up with a nice little bow, what parting words of wisdom do you want to leave us with?
let me tell you like this: you don't want to look your grandkids in the face and say, "I was a part of the biggest financial revolution in world history, and I did nothing about it." So live free, buy Bitcoin, be self-sovereign.
Live free, buy Bitcoin, be self-sovereign. I want to see that in the comments. I want to make sure that we are not just listening, but we are also applying. Drop your Cash App in there. I don't know, maybe somebody might throw you some Satoshis or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, good.
But But seriously, Isaiah, thank you so very much on behalf of all of the global Black community, the global human community, for what you've done and continue to do, and the knowledge that you continue to share so generously. I'm so grateful that we had you on the Crypto Couch. I'm gonna try to recruit you for Crypto Tutors too, so we'll talk about that offline, as I mentioned before.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it.
But thank you everybody for tuning in today. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We want to make sure that you get to keep following the journeys of the most brilliant minds in the crypto and blockchain game, and keep watching and keep learning. That's it. Peace.
Want to learn more? Visit cryptotutors.com.